Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be talking about our course for the summer of Spanish 1411, introducing the class, the basic things that you're going to need to know, and specifically the syllabus. So as you can see here, I have open our home page for the course. Your page will look something similar to this, and you're first going to need to check the announcements because they're in the announcements like the one that you see here. I'll be periodically adding things that you'll need to know, keeping you up to date with due dates and upcoming tests. So here, obviously, if you're watching this video, you've already seen my first announcement. You have the link to the video that we're watching now. After this video, then you're going to go on and watch our second video, which will talk about My Spanish Lab. And then after that, the second component of this course, which is the Senior Woolley website. And there are two videos there that you'll need to watch. So we're going to go ahead and go on to discuss the syllabus, which will be over here in course document. As you can see it on my screen right now, it's not uploaded, but when you look at it, it will be. So I'm going to go ahead and come over here to the course document. This is what you're going to see. And although I'm not going to go through the entire document because you can go through and read it yourself, there's a few highlights that I want to hit. First of all, before going through the syllabus, I did want to note that I know we have a lot of dual credit high school students taking this class this semester, and that's great. I did want to point out, though, please, if you're dual credit, I'm not going to be contacting or dealing with the parents. So if you have a question or any kind of specific concern about the course, please contact me yourself, and I'll be happy to discuss it with you. That's just a typical how college classes work. So, and if your parent does email me, I'm going to ask that they have you contact me first so we can discuss it between, student and teacher first. And okay, let's go ahead and go through the syllabus. So, basic important things that you're going to see here are the required text, which is right here on the Curso Elemental second edition with the access code. So you will just need an access code unless you specifically prefer the printout version. You don't need to buy a hard copy of this book. You can just buy the access code, which includes access to the My Spanish Lab component as well as the e-text, which means you're going to be able to look at the PDF of the entire textbook with access to that code. Now, you will have an option of purchasing the access code that just lasts for this semester, or you can go ahead and pay an extra $50 and have access to the course this semester, and I think an additional year, which would give you time if you decide to go ahead and take the second semester of Spanish, beginner Spanish, maybe in the fall or even in the spring, then you'll still have access to it too and save you some money that way. So you can do either one. I have been told, and this is my first semester to teach this course online, so I've been told that you have to purchase this through the bookstore, but from what I've seen, you can purchase it through Pearson online, which is the publishing company. So I'm going to get back to you guys with that and really clarify it the beginning of this week. So check with the bookstore first, and if they don't have the answers for you, we'll probably be able to purchase it online. Okay, I'm going to scroll down here. You're going to see the different kinds of assessment. So we have our lab grade, which is our My Spanish Lab, which we're going to walk through in the next video. It consists of 30% of the grade for this course. Your Senior Woolley activities, which you'll also go through another video explaining what those are, is about 20% of your course load. Your tests, which you will take on the My Spanish Lab component, are 30%. You'll have 5 tests throughout this 12-week course. And then your final exam, which will occur the second week of August, will be 20%. So all 3 of these, the lab grade, the test, and the final exam, will be taken in the My Spanish Lab, or that access code that I was mentioning before, will all be taking place there. This is the only thing that you'll be completing on a different website. So like I said, I'll be walking through that later on. Let's discuss the exams. Let's discuss, if you'll read through this, because it talks about when each of your assignments will be posted, and then when they'll be turned in. When you go through the My Spanish Lab component, you'll be able to see all of the due dates for all of the lab components. There'll be different activities. Some of them are e-text activities and some of them are from the student activities manual, but it's all online. And here you can see I've included the link from the My Spanish Lab for the assignments that you'll receive grades. And basically they have a due date, and once that due date is closed, you'll no longer have access to that assignment. So make sure that you're keeping up with things. Do not get behind, because this is a cumulative class and it kind of builds on itself. And so once you get behind, I find that it doesn't get better. It just starts snowballing on you. So do not get behind in this class. Make sure that you're very aware of the due dates and you're keeping on top of everything. You'll notice that everything in this course is due by 10 p.m. on the date that it's mentioned. So you don't have till midnight, you have till 10 p.m. That's important to note. So if you send me a note saying, oh, I'm sorry, I thought I had internet connection, I didn't, that's not something that I can control. You need to probably plan ahead in case there is some sort of emergency that happens at the last second. So, I won't be reopening any assignments for you, even if they're turned in a few minutes later. Here you'll see our syllabus, and this is going to be really important for you to keep up with due dates as well, even though it will be on the My Spanish Lab component as well as the Blackboard calendar. But make sure that you're keeping up with this and going through so you can see when each individual activity is due. I'm not going to go through all that right now, and in fact, I'm going to change that a little bit from what you're seeing on my screen. Here we have a receipt of the syllabus. I would appreciate it if you can, and we've done this before, you can print this out and then just take a picture of it and email it to me if you'd like to. Or you can just type this up and email it to me basically that way, just stating that yes, I agree to abide by the syllabus that I have read here, and here's a little bit about myself. And speaking of that, just so you know, so my name is Shelly Saunders, and I've been teaching Spanish for about 12 years. Like I said, this is my first time to teach the online component through Ranger, although I have been teaching through Ranger for several years now. So please be patient with me as we kind of deal with these issues, access code and all that, and we will work through it. One thing you need to know is that I will be out of the country starting June 5th until June 15th. So during that time, I'll be traveling a lot, and I know that I'll have kind of spotty Wi-Fi. So if I don't respond to you immediately, don't panic. Just be patient, and I will promise that I will get back to you as soon as I can. And the best way to contact me is here, as you see at the top of your syllabus, is just my Ranger College email. I will be checking that regularly. Even when I'm traveling, I'll be checking it on a daily basis as long as I do have Wi-Fi. Let's see. So the first thing that you need to do in our course here is, of course, like I mentioned before, you're going to need to go back and you need to watch all the videos included. So you're watching this one, go ahead and go on and watch the My Spanish Lab video and then move on to the Senior Woolley components. So you're going to watch all three of those, and as soon as you're done with those, I want you to go into as you can see, this is just kind of the different tools that you're going to see on the left-hand side of your screen. You're going to go into the test section, and I'm going to ask that you take this plagiarism quiz. It's a 10-question quiz, really simple, kind of basic stuff that everyone that takes an online course is required to take. You can take it multiple times, so it has a 10-minute limit, but you won't need that much time. Take it. If you do poorly on it, take it again until you go to 100, but that's a requirement for our course, and it's due Wednesday the 7th. So that's the first thing you need to do, and then after that, I will also add a quiz under here after the plagiarism quiz. So I'm going to add that here below. That will be due on Friday. So Friday the 9th, this is the end of the first week, and it will be a basic introductory quiz over the syllabus and the things that were mentioned in the videos, just to make sure that you're really familiar with the course. So good luck, keep up with everything. Make sure that you contact me if you have any questions, and welcome to Spanish.